Yeah, it's not too good logging back into the game and seeing your house on fire. Hey yo interneters, welcome back to the third episode of Minecraft, and in today's episode we're going to explore a bit of the ocean and build a pond near our starter home. Speaking of starter home, if you haven't seen the previous Minecraft video, I suggest you check that out. I'll leave a link down in the description below. So some of you might be thinking, like, what did you even do to even get your house on fire, right? So long story short, I scooped a bucket of lava and basically dug a ditch and poured it in so I could save the lava for some future video I'm gonna do. And somehow, even though the lava wasn't touching my home or even near it, it still caught on fire. And so I got rid of the lava and put out the fire, as you saw. And the damage wasn't too bad, right? At least my whole house didn't burn down. I mean, some animals got away and some rooms, like 2 rooms, were destroyed, but the whole house didn't burn down. If it did, this would have been the very last episode of Minecraft because I would have quit on Pure 2. But I managed to rebuild the home, and the plus side of having my home catch on fire was I had to go and recollect the materials to rebuild it, right? And so as I recollect these materials, I stumbled upon 2 diamonds, which is great because I'm now able to finish my enchantment room by making the enchantment table. And this is the part where we cue the music. With the enchantment room being done, all of the room in our shelter is now completely filled up. Now we can actually focus on building the pond, so when we want to go fishing, we don't have to go so far. So we start off by digging out the pond, like usual in any build you have to dig, and then from there, once you got the outline that you like, I started to add some slab. And this add a little bit more details to the pond, and once you finish with that, you just fill it up with water. Right, and you just keep adding water with the bucket until it eventually gets full. And when I finish, the pond looked a little bit meh, right? It needs a little bit more detail. So what I end up doing is I ventured out into the ocean and I found some seagrass and kelp. These 2 will make great addition to the pond because it will add a little bit more detail so it don't look as plain. And as I'm walking back to the boat, I turned around and then I saw some, nice octopus and fish, and then I stumbled upon a turtle, and the turtle started to follow me, and I'm like, yo, it must be because of the seagrass or the kelp, right? I didn't know at the time it was the seagrass, but eventually I figured it out. And so the turtle was like following me, and I was like, yo, this will make a great addition to the pond. It was unexpected, and I got back to the boat and I was like, I'll just lure this turtle all the way back home to the pond. And I'm going really slow on the boat because I don't know how fast a turtle can actually swim, and I don't want to lose it. So I just kept going slow inch by inch so that way the turtle could keep up with me. And every now and then I would look back to make sure the turtle is there, right? I would be self-conscious about it, like, oh, I don't want to lose the turtle because like it's so cool, right? And so I kept rowing real slow and the turtle keeps following me, and like I said, every now and then I would check on the turtle. This kept on for a little bit, and next thing you know, when I actually turned and I didn't see the turtle, it made me really nervous, right? So I got off the boat a little bit and then I turned to check to see if the turtle was still there. And when I checked, I saw there's 2 turtles. Like, I thought there was 1 and there's 2. I don't know how that happened, but okay, I'll accept that. So I continued to press forward and the 2 turtles continued to follow me, and I was like, yo, this is cool. And when I turned to check one last time by getting off, the turtle got on my boat. And I was like, this is gonna make it a lot easier. I didn't know the turtle could get on the boat. And so I was like, gonna take a look at the second turtle, and I was like, you know what, I'll come back for you. So I just speed off, and then the problem came when we got into the land. The turtle moved extremely slow when he is on land, and I was like, this is a really big problem because we have a really long way to get back to home. And so I'm looking at the turtle, looking at the distance where we gotta travel, and I see that we gotta get over that big mountain, and I don't think there's any way for this turtle to get over that big mountain. And so the way I resolved this issue was simple. I end up trapping the turtle in a box so that way he can't escape or run away, because I don't want him to, because I'm about to leave him behind for a little bit. And so as nightfall, I laid out on the bed to reset the day, and when I got up, I started digging a tunnel, or a ditch you could call it. And the idea is that I dig the ditch from the turtle all the way to my home. And it was a very long dig, and it was a very long ditch that I had to do. And so halfway I started recording how long the ditch is, right? The ditch is really, really long. And so the plan is to eventually fill this ditch full of water, right? And that way the turtle, since it swims faster than it's walking on land, can swim all the way back to my home, and that will make it a lot easier. That's the plan, right? And so once I finish filling up the ditch with water, it's time to set the plan on action. So I released the turtle, put him on a boat, got on the boat, and then I try to bring the turtle back home, and oof, right? The boat doesn't fit the tunnel or the ditch because it's too wide. And I released the turtle from the boat to try to get him to swim back. And also, the turtle is too wide for the ditch that I made. So that's not good, right? So you know what that means. That means I gotta set out the boat, let the turtle get back on the boat, trap the turtle to make sure he doesn't go anywhere because I don't want to lose him. And you guessed it, we gotta dig again. And so I started digging all the way back from the turtle all the way back home again. So this is the second time I dig to make it wider, right? Yeah, what a pain and what a drag. But I really want the turtle to be in a pond, so it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. So yes, I started to dig the tunnel 2 blocks wide, and yeah, hopefully once I finish digging with this, the turtle can swim back home with me. And that is the plan, and we'll just have to wait and see. And so I finished digging, and now I came back for the turtle. So now this is the moment of truth, right? So I got the boat, and then we got through, and yeah, the water, the elevation, the difference of elevation got me messed up. But then the turtle, he started actually swimming. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. This is working out so far. So the worst part is going over this hill. I want to see if he's able to swim over the hill, and he's able to. So that's really awesome, right? And so I was like, okay, so if he could get over this hill, then it'll be a piece of cake from here on out, because that means he should make every other hill, and he should continue to follow me all the way back home. And yeah, as I'm leading him back home, you could see that the time of day is actually getting night, and it's actually making me nervous, right? Because that could pose a big problem. So what I end up doing is simple. I just wait until it gets pretty dark, quickly set out my bed, and then slept to try to reset the day and continue to lure the turtle back home. And so once we reset it and we woke back up, I cut the film because it was such a long travel to near the end of the tunnel or the ditch, and it's right by my house. So I broke the 2 blocks so the water could flow down, so that way the turtle could kind of swim into the home, so that way he don't have to walk or fall from the hill, because I don't know if the turtle will take any fall damage. So I was like, we'll just break it, let the water roll down, and then let the turtle follow us. And next thing you know, going back for the turtle, trying to lure him to go down the stream of water, and he did, and he managed to get on top of the bush, which is great. And then from there, I just have to lure the turtle into the pond, and bam! We got the turtle in the pond, and from there we just continue the build. And so with the pond being completed, I'm very happy with the turnout. It looks very nice and it looks very chill. And whenever I want to go fishing, I don't have to go so far from my home. I could just go right under my house. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and please make sure you watch my other video as well. Until next time.